let this breathe.
Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. The love. Thank you. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. And wherever you get your podcast, you can find Captain Will. For the new folks out there and for the old folks who've been here since day one, you already know. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. We talking about the South Carolina women's basketball team taking on the Florida Gators tomorrow night, 7:00 p.m., Colonial Life Arena. Be there or be square. That's an old saying that old folks used to say. I guess I'm an old folk now. But this game against Florida, you know, South Carolina's poised to continue the dominance in the SEC. Right now, it's a three-way tie with Carolina and with LSU and with Texas. But this Florida game is pivotal to continue to win SEC games. If you want to become a number one seed in the SEC, we need to win tomorrow night. If we want to continue that allure of dominance in NCAA women's basketball, we need to win that game handily. Those are the facts. South Carolina can overcome the challenge of a so-so Florida team and then move on to a non-conference game on Sunday against Connecticut. It's going down, y'all. It's going down. South Carolina Gamecocks dominance has been resuscitated, has been continued over and over again. Carolina's 22-2, 10-1 in the conference, and number one strength of schedule. Carolina is special in so many different ways, and I did a video previously about the defense. The defense of the South Carolina women's basketball team and it's still being elite. This defense isn't as dominant as defenses in the past, but still very, very good. Fourth in 2-point percentage allowed, fourth in blocks per game, fifth in field goal percentage allowed. Sixth overall defensive rating. This team is very, very good defensively, and playing a team like Florida, who likes to score the basketball. The recent success for South Carolina over the past 4 or 5 years changes your perspective. And Dawn Staley said it best, I think, when it's just unusual. It's unusual for us to lose a couple of games during the season. That's not normal behavior for South Carolina. It's not normal for the fans. It's not normal for the coaching staff. It's not normal for the players. That's just you as Carolina, a three-time national champion. You're not supposed to lose 2 basketball games in a season. But it's happened. The strong core of this basketball team needs to lead the way. The leadership of a Powell and of a Raven and Breezy and Feagin, who's all been there before over and over again, needs to take the reins and guide this team. Overall, in terms of offense and defense, the top 3, I would say, of this basketball team is number one, Chloe Kitts. Chloe Kitts is averaging almost a double-double with 10 points, 7 rebounds, couple assists, a steal, a block, and 1 turnover in about 21 minutes of play. She's been phenomenal. She has an offensive rating of 122.5. She has a defensive rating of 76.4, which is second on the basketball teams in terms of defensive rating. She has been great. She's been our leading rebounder before Ashlyn Watkins got injured. She's been our leading rebounder after Ashlyn Watkins got injured. She has been nice. Second best all-around player on this basketball team, offense and defense, is a newcomer. Her name, you might have heard of her name before. It's called Joyce Edwards. Rolls Royce Joyce has been doing work. Offensive rating of 116.7, defensive rating of 79.1, 12 points. Leading the basketball team, 57% for the field, 73% for the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 2 turnovers per game. Joyce has been one of the best freshmen in the SEC and in the country. The third one who we have been waiting for, has been yearning for, have been needing to be great is Sania Feagin. Sania Feagin has turned the corner, and overall, offensively and defensively, she has been our third best player. Offensive rating of 116.3, a defensive rating of 75.4, second on the basketball team. 7 points, shooting 58% from the field, 78% from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks per game, 2 turnovers. Those have been our top 3 players, offensively and defensively. Those players need to play very well tomorrow night. Those 3 players need that shock and awe factor tomorrow night. Those 3 players are our post players. This team is still run through the post. Tomorrow night against Florida, we need to let them know that our 3 post players can play with anybody in the country and be dominant. I expect that to happen tomorrow against Florida. The question that's been asked to me, like, okay, Cap, does Florida present a threat to the South Carolina women's basketball team on tomorrow night? The easy answer is no. That's the easy answer. No. They're 12-12, overall. They're 3-7 in the conference. They have a net rating of 58, which is much better than I thought they were until I actually looked them up. They have a 78th in a strength of schedule. I think they're average basketball team. I really do. And when Carolina plays average basketball teams, we beat them down. That's the normalcy of what normally happens. What they're very good at, because every team has some very good tendencies, some elite tendencies, some bad tendencies. What Florida is very good at, field goal percentage. They're 14th in field goal percentage. Offensive field goal percentage, they are very, very talented. They'll find a way to score the basketball, and most of the times it's a good shot. 26 in total rebound percentage. That's really good. That's really good. 32nd and 2-point percentage, that goes along with the field goal percentage. They can shoot the ball. They can shoot the ball. 45th in offensive, rating, and they're 48th in blocks. Those are the very good stats, the tendencies of the Florida women's basketball team. Now, with that being said, what they're very good at, Carolina is elite at. So they 14th in field goal percentage. Carolina is top 10 in regards of field goal percentage allowed. They're very good in 2-point percentage allowed, and South Carolina is 4th in the country in terms of 2-point percentage allowed. What they are good at, Carolina is better. What they're bad at, what Florida's bad at is the reason why they are a 500 team in overall, and the reason why they're 3-7 in overall in the conference. They're 199th in steals, so they don't steal the ball a whole lot. They're not disruptive, if you will, and still in the basketball. They are 210th in turnovers per basketball game. Themselves, it's only 362 teams in the country. They 210th in terms of turnovers per game. So you are playing in the hands of a South Carolina women's basketball team that forces teams to commit a lot of turnovers. And we're playing Colonial Life Arena. And we're coming off a loss. Y'all can do the math on that one right there. They're 214th in terms of 3-point percentage allowed. I've been waiting for our 3-point shooting to come back in consistency this year. I think it begins on tomorrow night. You're playing a basketball team that Florida don't defend the 3 well. Those are just the facts. This is a great opportunity for Te-Hina Paopao to come out of her mini slump in terms of shooting the three-point basketball. I want her to light it up tomorrow. Please shoot 5 to 7 3-pointers tomorrow night, Te-Hina Paopao. Please, baby, please let that happen. Let it happen. I want Tessa to shoot by 4 or 5 of them herself. I want Breezy to shoot by 3 or 4 of them. That's who I want. MiLaysia Fulwiley, I only want you shooting a couple of them. I want you to put on a show offensively in the Colonial Life Arena, home of the sweet tea and the pig feet. That's what I want you to do. There's opportunities for scoring in this basketball game at a high clip. Florida is ranked 228th in defensive rating. This is a prime time opportunity for Carolina to score 90-plus points, and I believe we will. I believe we will. They're not a good defensive basketball team. We should score the basketball well. With that being said, there are a couple of players on Florida's basketball team that we got to deal with. And one of them is a 6'6" player who is, I mean, you're just 6'6", and she is very good. And all around, she's their best player. She's not the leading scorer on the basketball team. She's their best player, though. And you're talking about Shia Kyle. Shia Kyle is 6'6". She has an offensive rating of 127. She has a defensive rating of 92.5. She's getting you 27 minutes, 15 points, 62% from the field, 73% for the free throw line, 9 rebounds, almost a double-double for this young lady. 1 assist, 1 steal, only 1 block. She's a second-best defender. Again, she's 6'6". So our post players, out of post defenders, we're playing another big who's huge. Take it to the rim, get in foul trouble. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do against this young lady. And I believe we will. I believe we will. And then the second best all-around player is Alexa. Alexa is a 115.6 offensive rating, 5'11". They have a very they have a very Alexa. Stop. You see how Alexa be doing me? You see how she be doing me? That's how they be doing. So funny. So, I can't even say that name no more. I can't even say the name no more. DXO. This is called that. DXO. 115.6 offensive rating, 99.6 defensive rating, shooting 82% from the free throw line, shooting 54% from the field, it's only averaging 5 points per basketball game. Just 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 turnover. But she is a very solid basketball player, and she's not going to make mistakes. She's very good coming off the bench. The third one I have to talk about is their best defender. The best defender is Alexia Mobley, 112.6 rating, 91.9 defensive rating. She's going to get you 18 minutes per basketball game, 6 points, 57% from the field, 62% for the free throw line. She is their best defender. She's also going to get you 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block shot. Notice I didn't mention a player like Liev McGill, who the Gamecocks will be, keying on tremendously. I didn't mention her for a couple of reasons. The first reason I didn't mention her is because although she is their leading scorer, she gets the most assists, she also gets the most turnovers. Okay? We're talking about all-around players. Liev McGill is nice. She's going to get you 16 points. You're going to, she's shooting 43% from the field. She's shooting at a high rate and 3-point percentage at 34% and 73% from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. But 4 turnovers cannot be overlooked. She's second in the conference in terms of turnovers per basketball game. She's 15th in the country in that same stat. She turns the ball over a lot. She has a high usage rate. She is going to have problems with MiLaysia Fulwiley and Raven Johnson. MiLaysia Fulwiley and Raven Johnson are 5th and 6th in defensive rating in the SEC. Both of them will get multiple opportunities to take the ball away from the player who is second in the conference in turning over the ball. This is a time for the Gamecocks to eat. You have a player like Raven Johnson, who is 10th in SEC in terms of steal percentage, and MiLaysia Fulwiley is actually ranked higher, but the stats don't take it into account. They penalize her for minutes. You know, it's a problem. It's a problem for Liv McGill in tomorrow's game. She got to control the offense. She got to deal with the pressure that Fulwiley and Raven's going to give her. And this might be a situation where, y'all remember Deja Kelly played in South Carolina, and we were everywhere she went, we were there. She went to the concession stand, we were there. Went to the bathroom, we were there. Went to the bench, we were there. Deja Kelly had a fit at North Carolina playing South Carolina. It was a terrible situation. Ended up transferring from North Carolina over to Oregon. We ain't there. Might see her again. Gonna be seeing ghosts again. That's how I feel about Liv McGill on tomorrow night. That's how I really feel. That's the situation I believe that she's gonna be. She's gonna be locked up, and in a bad way. If you're averaging 4 turnovers per basketball game, aggregately, over the course of the season, I could for sure see 6 turnovers from this young lady tomorrow against our guards. The styles of Florida versus South Carolina, it's a bad matchup. Sometimes you just have bad matchups. The old saying in boxing is styles might make fights, right? I don't think Florida makes matches up with South Carolina well at all. It could be a bad situation in this basketball game. It's full of intangibles, but college basketball is full of intangibles anyway. College basketball, sometimes the ball doesn't go in. Sometimes you have an off shooting night. Sometimes you just don't have it. Sometimes you got some personal things going in your life and affects the actual basketball outcome. But we talking about coaching. We talking about momentum. We talking about home court advantage. We talking about all those great things for South Carolina in our favor. Could they be a letdown against Florida tomorrow night? If we had beat Texas, I would say so. This could be a letdown game where we would only win by, 10, 12 points. And then we'll move on to UConn. With us losing to Texas on Sunday, I honestly feel bad for Florida tomorrow night. You're going to get a team that is hungry. You're going to get a team that's angry. You're going to get a team that's going to look at film more attention to detail, goes back to the lab with a pen and a pad and see what went wrong against Texas, what they can improve on. And that's from the players and the coaching staff. It's a team effort. And I think it's going to be some vast improvement against Florida tomorrow night. And that will continue on against UConn on Sunday. There's only one winning streak left for the South Carolina women's basketball team, and that is the home winning streak. I think it's going to be a beatdown in Columbia, South Carolina tomorrow night. I think Carolina is going to run roughshod over Florida. I'm predicting a 30-point victory handily. I'm predicting shot o'clock around 9:15, 9:30, having a good time talking about this basketball game, and we will turn that page on Florida and move on to game day on Sunday against UConn. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.